Good morning, guys. My name is Tristan, and I'll be interviewing Joseph Flores. He is a member of Physiomotional Us, and he is going to be talking about nutritional well-being today. Joseph, welcome to the podcast. So Joseph, what made you choose this topic, and why do you think it's important to everyday life?
So I chose this topic because of how close it hit home with me. The past year has been very difficult for us all, some, more than others. Being stuck at home was rough, not only for people's mental state, but for their physical state as well. Um, Life was rough, and I, for one, took many things for granted, including my eating habits. I'm a bigger guy, so my intake is obviously higher than most, but I counterbalance that with, physical exercise. Um, Once everything got shut down, my physical exercise, the all that went down, and I just started to lose faith in a lot of things. My anxiety became worse. I started to lose sleep, and I couldn't really handle the stress very well. I resorted to eating more and definitely drinking more, and it cost me severely in the long run. So I decided to make a change at the start of the year. I started doing more research on nutrition and the different diets, and to see how they would affect other people, including myself.
I see. The pandemic was a very bad time for everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone here can agree with that. And everyone did deal with it their own way. So during your research, what did you find out about the diets? Is there any that you will be doing or plan to do?
Yes, there is actually, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But I learned a lot about the paleo diets, keto diets, and Mediterranean diets. Those are kind of the ones I wanted to focus in more because they have more research done on them as per the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center. That's kind of where I got a lot of this data from because they are one of the leading research studies on diets. Um, the paleo diet consists of fruits, nuts, seeds, vegetables, and lean meats, especially grass-fed animals and wild game. Um, it consists of also fatty omega-3 fish, and which is salmon. And this diet gets its name paleo from originating in the Paleolithic era. Sorry about that, guys. Paleolithic era, which dates back over 10,000 years ago. The purpose of this diet is to go back to eating habits that the early humans had. They lived a hunter-gatherer lifestyle, and it's believed nowadays we have a mismatched diet due to the invention of farming. Farming created a rapid change in humans' eating habits. It brought in dairy, grains, and a lot of sugary things that lead into obesity, diabetes, and heart disease.
And we're more stagnant. We're not out there hunting and gathering. We're sitting waiting for crops to grow, right?
Exactly. Mixed with no physical fitness and letting things happen on their own, we kind of strayed off from a good nutritional lifestyle. So now the Mediterranean diet is a generic term based off traditional eating habits of countries that border the Mediterranean Sea. There's not one standard Mediterranean diet because there are at least 16 different countries around the Mediterranean Sea. Therefore, you have a mixture of different cultures, ethnicities, religions, economy, geographical areas, and agriculture productions are different. However, there are some common factors that are in each one. Mostly, it's plenty of fruits, vegetables, breads, and other types of grains, beans, potatoes, nuts, and seeds. And olive oil is one of their most important and necessary fat sources that they have. Most of their foods have some sort of olive oil in it. There's higher fat ones, and then there's some that have less fat, depending on what kind of diet and agricultural foods that they, produce. They do ingest a lot of dairy products, eggs, fish, and poultry in low to moderate amounts. This diet works because it emphasizes vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and legumes. They have enough low fat and fat free dairy products, which also translate over. Next up would be the Can you guys pause? Time out. Sorry.
All right.